This is Real News Media TV, coverage you can trust. Please like, share, subscribe, and hit the notification bell. Select all for daily news updates. Good afternoon, my Real News Media TV family. Welcome back to the channel for another news update for July 28, 2023. And in the news this afternoon, a cop charged for daughter's death gets a new court date. The trial of Detective Sergeant Sheldon Dobson, the policeman who is facing a manslaughter charge in relation to the death of his infant daughter, was put off until December 14 when he appeared in the St. Elizabeth Circuit Court in Black River yesterday. Dobson, who was without the service of a lawyer when he appeared in court yesterday, was given a new court date and had his bail extended until his next court hearing. The matter is set for December 14 for Mr. Dobson to settle his legal representation. Attorney-at-law Thomas Levine, who previously represented the policeman, told the news following yesterday's brief court hearing before presiding Justice Vaughn Smith. Levine, who represented Dobson during his committal hearings, which took place in the St. Elizabeth Parish Court on January 24 and February 28 this year, said the prosecution's case file is ready for the start of Dobson's trial. The allegations against Dobson are that on January 18, 2022, he was expected to take his one-year-old daughter to daycare, but he forgot to do so and went to work at the Black River Police Station at 8 that morning with the child still in his car. The infant was found unconscious in the car about 4 p.m. She was rushed to the Black River Hospital, where she subsequently died. According to reports, the child would normally be left in the care of her grandmother, but because the grandmother fell ill, a decision was taken to send her to a daycare. Dobson was the one tasked to take the child to the daycare. The day she died would have been her third day at the daycare. Like Dobson, the child's mother is also a serving member of the Jamaica Constabulary Force. Following the child's death, relatives and friends of the family declared their support for the parents, while insisting that Dobson would not have deliberately left his daughter in the car. In February 2022, 1 month after the tragedy, a file was sent by the JCF to the Director of Public Prosecutions for a ruling on whether Dobson should be charged in relation to the child's death. That ruling came back in June 2022 with an order that Dobson should be charged. Dobson's case first came before the St. Elizabeth Parish Court in Santa Cruz on August 15, where he was granted bail in the sum of $750,000 with a surety. Rank and file at odds with the commish over interdiction of Police Federation head Corporal Rohan James. A firestorm of criticism has been directed at the Police Chief Major General Anthony Anderson following his decision yesterday to interdict the head of the police union for perceived disrespectful comments. Anderson, the police commissioner, ordered the immediate interdiction of Corporal Rohan James, chairman of the Police Federation, and directed that he should face 3 disciplinary charges before a court of inquiry related to comments he made during the funeral for slain cop Damian Blair. The Federation is the union that represents policemen and women from the rank of constable to inspector. James was also ordered to hand over his police identification card and the other government-issued properties in his possession and not to leave the island without the permission of the Governor-General. He will be paid 3/4 of his salary. Angry rank-and-file members of the Jamaican police force slammed the commissioner's decision, calling it unprecedented and charging that it reeked of politics. They warned, too, that normalcy could not be guaranteed going forward. "That is straight politics. I'm in about 4 police WhatsApp groups and the sentiment is the same. Disrespect that goes slow is what is happening and will continue to happen," one crime fighter told the news. The views were the same in other groups with retired policemen and women, he disclosed. "This is history. In my 30-odd years in the police force, it's the first time I see something like this. You remember Raymond Wilson? They tried it with him and had to withdraw," said one policeman, referring to one of James's predecessor. But there was no hint of any animosity for Corporal Arlene McBean, General Secretary of the Federation, who urged her colleagues to continue to be safe and to protect the citizens of Jamaica. "We will definitely be communicating further," said McBean. a former chairman of the Federation, in a message to members yesterday. The main parliamentary opposition urged Anderson to immediately rescind James's interdiction, calling it unjust, a violation of his constitutional rights, and a dangerous precedent that could have far-reaching implications for labor rights and the freedom of expression. Expressing concerns about the upholding of a court order should not be grounds for punitive action, but rather seen as a responsible act in the interest of justice, the People's National Party said in a statement yesterday. James has been accused of breaching 2 police force orders dated June 17, 2010 and May 29, 2014, as well as the Jamaica Constabulary Force's Code of Conduct, according to documents seen by the news. Under Charge 1, James is accused of conducting himself contrary to the discipline, good order and the guidance of the force for comments made at the funeral held 2 Saturdays ago. You communicated to the public press on issues relating to the implementation of the workforce management system and overtime payment without the permission and authority of the Commissioner of Police, the document said. Under Charge 2, the Federation chairman was accused of being disrespectful to seniors in rank for saying during the service, "Mark my word, and I also want to say to the police high command and to our commissioner, God help you if the membership is not paid their overtime come this month." In Charge 3, he is accused of making public comments criticizing the administration of the Jamaica Constabulary Force with regard to overtime payment, which attracted a high level of media interest. Efforts to speak with James were unsuccessful up to late yesterday. Bert Samuels, one of the attorneys representing James, told the news that within the next 2 working days, they intended to file a claim for judicial review of the commissioner's decision. Samuels said he could not speak to his client's mood since the interdiction, but said James understands the frustration of the rank-and-file members when he was carrying out his duties on their behalf. He is asking them to be calm and allow the court to deal with the matter, Samuels said. James has frequently used the funerals of slain cops to advocate for the welfare of serving members. At the funeral in question, he made several references to the High Command and even singled out the police commissioner. "I also want to say to our High Command and Council of Deputies that the Federation is not going to be muzzled, intimidated, nor bamboozled. We negotiate with the government, not with the High Command," he said. "The Council of Deputies have no moral authority to tell us what to do when a court orders that we are to be paid overtime," James said, referring to deputy commissioners of police. $200,000 goat found locked up in man's room. A corporate area man was taken into custody after a Nubian ram goat valued at $200,000 was found locked in a room at his home eating leaves. Jason Denton has not entered a plea in the Kingston and the St. Andrew Parish Court, where he is charged on an indictment for receiving stolen property. It is alleged that on July 10, the complainant reported to the police that his prized ruminant had been stolen. Information gathered by the police led them to a property along Waltham Park Road where Denton was seen and questioned. The goat was found locked in a room and was seen eating ackee leaves. On caution, Denton allegedly told the police, "I know my goat, is a man give me it for luck." Denton, who is currently in custody, is set to return to court on September 1 when his attorney-at-law, Denise Walters, is expected to make a bail application on his behalf. Don't forget to like, share, subscribe, and hit the notification bell. Select all for daily news updates.